Today I'm going to show you exactly how straightforward it is to track your calories as an athlete, and that there's no excuse for you not to do so when the time is needed. But first, we are going to weigh ourselves to see what the damage is. The last time I weighed myself, I was in the low 180s, and there's certainly no possibility I'm in the low 180s today. So with that said, how much do you guys think I weigh right now? My guess is I weigh around 192 pounds. I wouldn't be shocked if it was as high as 195, but we're about to find out. Damn. So 195.1, not ideal. Earlier this year, I was 196 pounds, so slightly heavier than I am right now, and I cut down to 177. And since my injury, I've gained it all back. So it's time to lose some of it again today. Now this will take weeks until I get back into reasonable shape in terms of losing a little bit of weight, but I'm not gonna push it too hard. We're really early in the season, and I'm not even going to document how many calories I've expended or any of the other fancy stuff that I do to make sure I lose weight consistently. I'm just gonna track my calories, because when you track your calories, it's like someone is watching you. Like when you're writing something down, what you're going to eat, you have second thoughts on eating it of like, am I really hungry right now? And in my case, it's usually no. Usually I'm not hungry. And this is the worst time of year too. We have like Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, and everything above. And in Canada, Thanksgiving is in October. Oh yeah, then we have Halloween. So I've been munching on these candies all the time too. So naturally my weight has just crept up a little bit. And because I haven't been running, I haven't been burning the daily calories that I usually burn. So now we're going to do this, but counting your calories is very easy. And I'm gonna show you how, and it's gonna add maybe 10 minutes to your day, maybe. The first thing you need is a notebook. And you're gonna be writing everything you eat in this. Hey Sully, my cat's beneath me, he wants attention. And you're just gonna be writing every day. I'll show you. And forgive my penmanship. It's like a child scribbling, because a lot of times when I write this, I am scribbling. And it was never meant to see the light of day, but I'll show you guys anyways. So this is March 11th, 12th, and 13th. And then here's 14th, 15th, and 16th. And my book goes on, like my book is like not completely filled out, but like it's getting there. But basically you have the date, and always write the year on top, because eventually you're gonna have multiple of these notebooks and you're gonna forget which one is which year. And then you're gonna have your weight, you're gonna underline it, and then you're just gonna type in, or you're gonna write out what you've eaten during the day, and you're gonna measure it. Which takes us to our second thing, is you need a scale. You need a scale to measure all your food on, and we're gonna use it right now for breakfast. 2025, October 26th. Now, this is not a cooking channel. I just really wanted to highlight here how little time it takes to measure your food and then jot it down on a piece of paper compared to cooking. It takes way longer just to cook than it does just to write down these things and measure them. And a lot of the times, like while you're waiting for something to cook, you can measure other things and write them down. So like net, it doesn't take too much extra time at all. And I don't believe there's an actual excuse for not doing this when you really need to start counting your calories. Now, it's very important to remember that you need to measure everything. Well, not everything. There's a few exceptions that I give myself. I don't measure any leafy greens there's nothing on it. And I don't measure things like onions and tomatoes, but everything else I measure, even every other vegetable like sweet peas and carrots, because when you're really trying to calculate exactly how many calories you've consumed and burned later in the season, for me, you need to know everything. But today, I'm not gonna have many of those things. I'm gonna have a tomato, which I'll count it just so I can show you guys, and some leafy greens, which I won't count. But you have to count your olive oil. A lot of these liquids have so much fat in them, and people don't count them, and they'll say like, oh yeah, I'm counting my calories and I never lose weight. It doesn't work, it doesn't work. It works, guys. It's just, everything that goes into your mouth needs to be counted, which includes all the oils on top of them, and sauces and everything like that. Again, I'm just highlighting how long it takes to cook compared to measuring and writing down what you're eating. I'm only filming snippets of cooking, and I'm filming all of the measuring and all of the writing it down. In total, it's like an extra, like, I don't know, couple minutes at the end of the day. And just like that, breakfast is made and accounted for. Guys, it took an extra, like, not even extra minute for me just to weigh everything and write it down. Frank's Red Hot Sauce has no calories in it, and yeah, we're just gonna eat. And this is gonna fuel our next workout. A life hack when doing this stuff is to always keep your scale, your pen, and your notebook in the kitchen. When you first start doing it, you're gonna have to go out of your way to actually measure your food and write it down. But after about 2 or 3 days, it just becomes such a habit that you just do it anyways. The key is just to be constantly doing it. Even if you're not logging it at the end of the day, it's still worth just writing it down just to have that habit, and you'll just do it all the time once you do. I know it's getting very repetitive of me just putting stuff on a scale and measuring it and writing it down, but I just need to show you that there's nothing going on behind the scenes. This is literally all the measuring I did all day combined into this video, and I included all of it. So now we're at the track. Today's workout, we're doing 5 times 800 meters with 2 minutes rest. So we're just gonna try to get this workout done like at a reasonable pace, and that pace is gonna be on effort. My God, guys, that was hard. I'm hoping all those months of work I put in while injured will eventually catch up and I'll start getting fitter faster, but coming back sucks. Just the intensity is just so far up there. You're so used to it when you're running all the time, and your muscles and your fitness is so there that you can, run 72s easy. Like running 80 seconds right now per lap is not easy, but in a few weeks it will be. So we're gonna get this warm down done, this cool down done, and then we're gonna go and go consume some calories and count them. All right, guys, for a post-workout snack, we're just gonna have some collagen. Typically, we'd have some carbs after a workout, but I'm not really hungry today, guys. And that workout was hard, but it wasn't like super hardcore. So I'm just gonna take some protein and take some collagen. Okay guys, it's the end of the day. I've pretty much eaten everything I'm gonna eat. I had another couple slices of sourdough bread with some peanut butter, which I wrote down. And I also just came back from the gym. So I had a full workout day and I did work today, and just documenting this did not take too much extra time. And I'm about to show you right now how documenting this works. So we just counted our calories. It's time to document them at the end of the day. You pick your favorite calorie counting app. I picked Chronometer. Chronometer's my favorite one. I've just been using it. I'm not sponsored by anyone, so like any of these calorie counting apps work just fine, but I'll show you how it works on Chronometer, which should be very similar to everyone else. So first we had 3 extra large eggs. You can just pretty much click any. And just like that, it looks like we're done. You're supposed to measure everything when it's raw, not when it's cooked. It actually makes this way easier because once it's cooked, you have to like look up the brand and things like that. I didn't select the exact brand I have, but it's close enough. Besides that, we're finished the day. We finished the day with 148 grams of protein eaten. I probably need to eat a little bit more. 209 grams carbs. Probably should have eaten a little bit more. And 127 grams of fat. Probably should have eaten a little less. but I've always had a fat-rich diet. It's just how I've been raised. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys how easy it is just to count your calories. It doesn't take much time of the day. I'm a little rusty at it, but once you get the hang of it, this stuff just is, it's so snappy and it's so easy to do. So don't let procrastination or just general avoidance of taking your diet seriously and counting your calories make you avoid it. It's not that hard. And if you learned anything in this video and you liked it, please like and subscribe down below. And on that note, I will see you next time.